Born July 26, 1970. That's the same year that the Twin Towers were built. She was shot and left to die December 5th, 2003, just 2 years after the falling of the towers. And the truth is, the only real connection between the towers and Carolyn Thomas is this one truth, that everything that is born or built is not meant to last. But unlike the towers, Carolyn Thomas is still standing. She is still surviving to live each day. So this is for you, Carolyn Thomas, whose boyfriend told her at point blank range, baby, you have a face to die for. I thank God that you didn't listen to the 44 Magnum secret that he whispered through your temple. I thank God that you have found the strength to reconstruct your life like each inch of your face, filling what's missing with cartilage and courage. You are alive and you are beautiful. Your smile is this disfigured miracle pieced together by blessing and prayer, answered to the age-old question, tell me, what can make a man so weak, so jealously insecure that he would rather kill the love of his life than lose the love of his life? That somehow he thinks that the holes in his man that could be filled by each bullet spent as a lifetime lost till death do us part has a different meaning in the hands of the wrong man. Terrence Kelly, this will be the only time your name will be mentioned in this poem. Till death do us part was meant to say how long love will last, but not how long you let your love live. Carolyn, I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine how it feels to lose your face and your mother by the same hand. To be scarred inside out, bullet bruised and riddled, and as you laid there in the bed, struggling to breathe through what used to be your face, you had to face the fact that your own father blamed you. He said, Carolyn, your mother would still be alive if you hadn't gone back to that man. See, this is the ignorance that we wrap ourselves in trying to make sense out of domestic abuse. We blame the abused for the abuse. We rationalize the wounds of his words. We try to perpetuate the psychological cycle of, well, maybe her dress was too short, or she was out a little too late. A man's going to do what a man's going to do. That's bullshit. Carolyn Thomas was beaten. She's not to blame. Carolyn Thomas was shot and left to die. She is not guilty of the twisted judgment of a society that holds the more than 2 million women who survived domestic abuse responsible for their broken bones, lies, and brokenness. No. After enduring 17 months of surgeries to reconstruct her mouth, her smile, and her eyes, Carolyn Thomas is now seen as the face of domestic abuse, but she is so much more than that. She is the voice of strength and forgiveness. She is the voice of courage and faith. And she is alive, and she is beautiful. So this is for you, Carolyn Thomas, whose boyfriend told her at point blank range, baby, you have a face to die for. I thank God that you didn't listen.
Charleston, South Carolina, June 17th.
The 100 block of Calhoun Street. About 8:57 p.m. Dylan stormed under the roof of Mother Emanuel's church,
And in his wake left uprooted souls.
bullet-riddled prayers
And 9 burnt offerings of thunderstorm our hearts with grief.
My aunt sister,
My friend Queen Pen, a living scripture of a woman,
always told me you were either in the storm
coming out of a
or
storm,
heading into one.
she would say,
Baby, they crucified Jesus. What makes you think they're going to treat you any better?
this is how she taught me to see grace.
within the precipitation of life.
To lift mine eyes to the hills from whence cometh my help.
Well,
I believe this. But there's a big difference between practicing your faith and living it.
Like now, Aunt Sister.
Queen Pen, tell me, what do you do when your soul is flooded? When your heart is filled with a hurt so thick?
And bitter, you can't even recognize the feel of your own tongue.
Do you fall to your knees and pray?
To the same God that opened the door, do you
To the
pray?
same God who cushioned the seats and allowed the storm of a boy to sit comfortably on his roof. Tell me, God, were you not weatherman enough to predict this storm?
What, no burning bush?
No Noah-like warning, partly cloudy, rainbows or doves,
Just the doors of your house
wide open to this 21-year-old storm just waiting to blow.
this threatening sky.
With a heart full of lightning strikes, 100% chance of hate.
I guess he must be one of your mysterious
An
ways.
insoluble Rubik's Cube
An
of faith.
enigma of why.
How can he be part of your plan? God, I don't understand what good can come of this storm.
Before an F5 tornado turns cars into projectiles and destroys homes
By ripping the concrete life out of a city, the air is dead. Still.
This is the quiet before the storm.
A door as old as segregation and sturdy enough to lynch generations,
Creaks
welcoming him in.
with open smiles and outstretched.
Amen!
Y'all pass Pastor Pinckney.
We're honored to have you here with us,
I'm
brother.
not your brother.
Please, sit next to
Yeah,
me.
so you can be the first to
What's
die.
your name, son?
Dylan.
It's
See,
Dylan?
There's a reason why we name storms
A
after
storm
people.
approaches.
No plywood boarding of
No
windows.
stockpiling of food.
No evacuation routes to plan.
No, just black Bibles, red letters, and prayers.
How about I give you something to pray
This
for?
is the disaster preparation of
You
the
blacks,
faithful.
you rape our women,
For those
you take
caught
over
in
our
his
country.
storm.
I have to do what I have to
He
do.
is now thunder, rumbling as his lightning strikes the soul of this church.
He is storming.
He is dark and cloud and downpour, raining 45 caliber drops of baptism destruction on the holy, leaving bodies holy.
This is what
Can I get a witness?
I'm gonna let you live, so you can tell my story.
Before the next news cycle erases this from our memories,
Before the next tsunami of a man floods our heart levees,
drowning us in anger, before the next blazing, sensational story evaporates our attention, we are all, once again, left to clean up this tragic mess, to sweep up the shattered souls of our
to
shards,
rebuild the
of our
wreckage
soul,
of our faith and try to find what little meaning we can in these storms.
to try to find the grace
In the meeting.
in these storms. Woo! All right, got a little heavy in here.